So, previously in Eridon, after some light chaos and theft of a legendarily important ancient artifact, the Divinor vase, by the Devilkin that ambushed you guys at the Moot Grounds in the Barrens, you, the Forsaken Wynds, met with various allies in your final day of prep with leaders to prepare for travel and future warfare at Force Hollow and beyond in the upcoming creation warfare effort. You had spent some time getting acclimated to the unit types you might be commanding. You selected which units you would command. And then the following day began the 10-day journey northwestward through the Emerald Forest back to Force Hollow, where most of you met each other. It has now been 10 days since you left. It is currently late morning of Lordas, Saturday, the 28th of Evening Star. You've made it to Force Hollow, commanding several contingents of the United Kin Army to defend the gates of this town from Durast, hopefully just one last time. It seems they've sent some 400 soldiers or so from the nearest westward city in Creatia, Olandris. Now you must defeat this force and both prevent them from taking Force Hollow, as well as, ideally, preventing their retreat back toward Olandris. Durast has arrived. Yeah, 400-ish. Durast has arrived, and before long, you have all engaged in warfare.
What day is that?
It's a skirmish.
Lordas, 28th of Evening Star. And as a note, you know that the estate dinner that Thane Gaspard was invited to takes place in just 3 days' time. So you guys have limited time to try and get there, should you still be interested in pursuing that sort of infiltration intel gathering mission of some sort. But we can tackle that after this clash is over, if it goes in your favor.
Party
It
wife.
looks like it
over.
is Toby Rama's turn next, commanding the Terra Corps. As a note, not giving specific hit points or anything, but this unit to the left has been injured and is currently restrained, trying to get ropes and entangling spear casts off themselves. This unit, Toby Rama, looks like perhaps the most aggressively wounded unit so far. This unit that Telperion is engaged with has not seemingly taken damage yet. And then this one that is trying to push Rome's unit back has been lightly injured so far. But Rome's holding the line so far in that regard. But Toby Rama, you have command of your unit.
And since last session, we've all gained a point of inspiration.
That is true.
Now that our notebooks are in front of us, if anyone wants to note that.
Yeah, please don't double dip and add an additional one, but yes, everyone gets 1 point of inspiration from just awesome shit in the last 2 sessions.
I just feel like saying I'm at a total of 2.
Got it.
Yes, I will move in on. So I have 3 speed and 1 range. Okay. On the ones who are dealing with nets and stuff, but I will on the way still attack this group up here.
Thank you.
Okay. You are going to go ahead and attack them. Go ahead and roll damage.
Which
For you is 9d8.
Remind me, shift is my bonus
Shift
action.
will
to
increase
raise
that bonus action
D10.
to raise it to d10s, or you can take the defend bonus action, bracing yourself in place to be protective.
I actually like the idea of making myself a little more interfacing, so I will shift and raise it to a d10. $43 to the people north of me.
Woot!
That unit had defended, so they will take half. But still a hefty toll, which
No.
reduces them to below half health. And will reveal, as soon as I can get it, their commander. A Durastian Deadeye, member of the Wraith Watch, and very deadly individual. Toby Rama, because your unit has revealed them on subsequent turns, any unit that attacks that unit can also make an attack against the commander.
Gotcha.
And as a reminder, just because their unit is at a lower than 50% mark does not mean they can be wiped out entirely until their commander is wiped out. However, their commander immediately upon getting to this point needs to make a morale check, which for enemies, I'm simplifying morale into just their charisma score. A natural 1 is still just a fail, but that unit will immediately suffer a point of morale loss. Which one is that? And we'll move from a 7 to a 6. Okay. You have damaged them. Anything else with your turn?
That's
you
it.
Shifted bonus action. That's all you can do.
Everything good.
Can I pause our efforts for a moment? Did anyone else get our wonderful little notification?
It may just be you.
It's only me. Our Zoom meeting will end in 10 minutes.
Oh, I see that up top now.
My
weird.
school has revoked our membership, so I didn't know until today. I actually started wondering because I had gotten logged out. I was like, that was weird, and our school started to use Google Video instead or something.
Google Meet.
Google Meet. Steve's gonna log into Zoom and he's gonna mail out a link so we can switch over when he gets that mailed out for his Zoom.
Okay, perfect.
But yeah,
Jesus.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, work.
Their initiative has been affected. Hopefully you can run through these 3 Durastian turns real quick before we switch over.
Yeah, we will.
Topirian, the group in front of you will use its bonus action to press, pushing your entire unit back 1 space as they advance 1 space, and then they will attack you.
she does mess up my plan.
Did you
I
use
did.
cloaking the previous time? Okay. So they will press, and as they are moving forward, even though you're cloaked, your unit has to retreat 1 space. But before they can attack you, I need to make a perception check, which is a +4 modifier for their commander. And they fail. They press. They were sure a unit was here, but they can't attack. But because they're not in range to attack someone with more hit points than the Nora mercenaries, they are able to see the Noras to the side and will move 1 space over and launch their attack at them. Noras, did you defend last turn or did you maneuver last turn?
Ooh, I think I maneuvered.
Okay. So you will absorb the full 4d8.
Oh, yikes.
18 damage to your unit. So you see an array of sword wielders rushing in, as well as crossbow wielders fire a hail of bolts in your direction. Not sure why it rolled it again, but you definitely see your smaller unit heavily wounded by this, and you are revealed as their commander.
Ooh, nice. Can I charge forward and fight their commander then?
This would happen on their turn, and you don't see their commander yet since they are not damaged enough, but just know that they have eyes on you as commander now.
Okay.
Commanders are only revealed when that unit reaches below 50%. So your unit's still pushing forward, but some heavy wounds there, and now may force you into a more defensive positioning, but your call. Also, I do need you to please make a morale check or suffer a penalty of -1 to your morale and initiative.
Can you go over morale checks one more time?
Yeah, so everyone started by default with a +1. You and I believe Toby Rama gained an additional +1. So it's just a D20 +2 for you. DC is 10.
Can I, ahead of time, use my haven't used this in a really long time, my Meko inspiration on this?
Yes. You hear the encouraging words of Meko ring through your mind, and you're not sure if you consciously were thinking about him or if his spirit and energy is just reminding you to be strong in this moment. But yes, you are absolutely welcome to use that. Which I believe is an additional D8, is that right?
I'm trying to find it right
Or is it a D6? I can't quite remember. I could look back in my notes.
I will find it in mine eventually. Let's see. I think it's a D6. It's a D6 or a D8. I don't know.
Let's go with D8 this time, since it's the first time you're using it's extra strong, perhaps, and then I'll double check after.
I think it was a D8.
It might have been a D8. 8 + 2 plus your inspiration definitely does it. Meeting the DC of 10 for this first morale check, you do not suffer a penalty to morale. Your health is just, as a unit, is a little lower. Next, it is this unit's turn, who will attempt to move and flank a bit. And they will press as well, bonus action, moving forward before attacking. I think the smaller unit they're in range of. The range of 2, Roulette, they are going to target you with a hail of crossbows. I believe you had spear cast the previous turn, so you're not actively defending, so you'll take 24 damage to your unit. Rather high roll on that.
Yeah, I see that.
That will be their turn. Then it will be the unit who you had spear cast, their turn.
Whoa,
they cannot press there. They can press in that direction. They will waste some of their movement, ridding themselves of the spear casting. They will press bonus action forward 1 space. Then they will use their entire movement of 1 additional space to move here before attacking the Terracore. Bonus action, movement, action. They are no longer spear casted, restrained, and Toby Rama, your unit, will take another 24.
Ew!
Your unit.
Which minus is...
Oh, also, when you're doing the health stuff, I just noticed this. If you click on your whole unit and then you click on the health, you can just hit minus or type minus the number and then hit enter, and it'll do the math for you.
That is true.
Hey, I see that. Very cool.
All right, next it will be Rome's turn, but since we only have a minute, I suggest we maybe try and flip Zooms real quick before we start resuming you guys' turns.
Yes.
New Zoom link heading out shortly.
Yeah, keep it. I'm sending it to your email, and like we have to log out of this, log into Steve's, and then we can send them the email. So we'll be with you guys in hopefully like 3 to 4.